we've been used and abused for so long at that party. They don't value our vote. Their policies are basically racist policies, and I believe it's a racist party. Donald Trump he's the opposite. He's going to tell you how it is. He's going to give it to you straight. Trump has done more for the Black community than any president I can think of in my lifetime.
You just heard from the co-founder of the Black Lives Matter chapter in Rhode Island. His name is Mark Fisher, and he has obviously come out in support of Donald Trump. Now, he explained more of his reasoning behind this switch in political loyalties during an interview on Fox and Friends. Let's take a look.
This is my favorite story of the day, because it identifies with what I've seen in the barbershop. All the brothers, for some reason right now, are turning tides right now. And I just wonder, what is the big reason?
I think personally, it's the duplicity of the Democrats. The hypocrisy. We're not stupid. The brothers are not stupid. We understand when someone's for us and when someone is not. And it's obvious that the Democratic Party is not for us.
Yeah, I keep...
Their policies actually strike at the heart of the Black family and the nuclear family.
You're saying Donald Trump. So what is it about Donald Trump? Is it the economics? You noted the Black family. What is it gonna take for him to shore up this support amongst Black voters?
Well, I just think that it's going to take information. A lot of people are misinformed. They don't really understand because they don't educate themselves on Donald Trump as a person and his history. Personally, I love the man. I mean, how could you not like a real man? How could you not relate to someone like that?
Now, of course, Trump has already gotten word that a co-founder of a Black Lives Matter chapter is supportive of him. And he has posted about it on Truth Social, saying, spoke with Mark Fisher yesterday, a great guy, very honored to have his and BLM support. Okay, let's pause. One co-founder of one BLM chapter has now endorsed you. Like to say BLM supports you.
Wait, BLM endorsed Trump? All of it? All of it?
I would venture to say the entirety of BLM, very unlikely to be supportive of Donald Trump. I could be wrong. I don't have the data in front of me, but I'm just gonna speculate that's the case. Okay.
So I don't entirely understand why he's like, yes, I have their support and that's a good thing. Fox, like that's a good thing. You guys have been calling BLM a terrorist organization for years.
I know.
So why do you want their, I mean, they're not, that's insane and racist, but that's what they've been saying. And all of a sudden, all the stuff that happened in 2020 happened, but they like you now, so they're cool?
Listen.
That doesn't make any sense.
Trump likes anyone who likes him.
That clearly.
And so I floated this to Cenk once, and he's like, no, we're not gonna do this. This is like,
oh God.
Number one, immoral, but also might not work and could backfire. So let me tell you, I floated this very briefly. I wasn't actually serious about it. But I thought to myself, okay, if fighting Trump didn't work, what if we try to get into his good graces and push him in the right direction? The guy is so easy to manipulate. You just have to be super complimentary, like talk about his rugged good looks, whatever will make him happy. He went from like literally wanting to shoot BLM protesters in their legs to now like, I am honored to be endorsed by BLM. Like it is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding about that, by the way. Like let's take a little trip to the recent past, okay? So in June of 2020, Trump himself attacked BLM, calling a plan to paint a BLM sign in New York City a symbol of hate that would further antagonize police. In an interview with Fox News later that year, Trump called the group discriminatory and mused that it's bad for Black people, it's bad for everybody. Now, Mark Fisher, who served as Mark Esper, not Fisher. Mark Esper, who served as the Secretary of Defense in Trump's administration, also alleged in his book that Trump suggested that authorities shoot protesters amassed outside of the White House during the summer of 2020. Quote, can't you just shoot them? Just shoot them in the legs or something, asked Trump, according to Esper.
Please fill in the or something. What's the or something? What part of the body is the or something there?
So my point is, John, he wanted to shoot them in the legs or something. because they were protesting him as he was in the White House, okay?
Yeah.
That makes them persona non grata, enemies of the state, whatever. He hates them. But the second, just one of them, one of the co-founders of one of the chapters says, I like Trump, I endorse Trump. Trump's like, I am honored. I am honored. And who knows what you can maybe get out of that.
Maybe. Look, I want to, because you're very critical of Trump, I want to stand up in support of Trump's consistency a little bit in that I am sure, given the opportunity, he would still advocate for shooting protesters in the leg. I'm going to give him that credit.
It depends. If they're protesting one of his opponents, they're very good people.
That's true.
If they're protesting him, yeah, I mean, but again, it always goes back to Trump. That's my point, right? If you're nice to him, if you're supportive of him, I mean, think about it. Kim Kardashian, of all people, was like friendly with him in an effort to secure some criminal justice reform.
Yeah.
I would have never pegged Trump as the guy who would actually accomplish some criminal justice reform and release, people from prison who honestly should have been released, okay? And so, who knows? Who knows what you can accomplish if you're a little nicer to Trump? But I do agree with Cenk. I mean, it is risky, it could backfire. But at least I'm thinking about different strategies, right?
Thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate it if you become members because that allows us to be independent, honest, progressive, all the things that you don't get from corporate media. And all of that is because of you guys. Hit the join button below and become one of us, become a Young Turk.